Christians of slaves. Christians had to have their entrances on the side streets and not the main streets. Christian buildings were not allowed to be higher than Muslim buildings. When Christians had to pay the zakat, they would go to pay the zakat. Notice they don't want to listen.
Content over everything.
No.
Notice they don't want to
You have the
listen.
freedom to walk away.
They want to criticize.
Because you're talking
They
rubbish.
want to live in
you're
a
talking rubbish.
romantic
Freedom
vision
to
of
walk away.
Islam
You don't like
that is
it.
not informed by any history. We Christians experienced Islam for 1400 years. We know Islam very well. We have our own history. We have our own history. Did Muslims come and kidnap Christian children in Eastern Europe? No. Did they? Did they? Did they? Did they? Did they? Doesn't want to answer. Doesn't want to answer. Did Muslims kidnap Christian children? They didn't. He doesn't know. Go and look up the Janissaries. He doesn't know the history. No. It's called church history. We have it. We have church history. We know what it meant to be dominated by Islam. And we don't need to be lectured by apologists and ignorant soy boy liberals.
Shut up, you
We don't need to be lectured by ignorant soy boy liberals. Tell me, what did the Muslims do to the Christians in Eastern Europe?
I don't know.
You don't know. Hold on. What did the Muslims do to the Christians in Spain?
I don't know.
I don't know. What did the Christians do? What did the Muslims do to the Christians in Egypt?
I
don't know.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I know what the Christians do to my people.
But he said that Muslims and Islam is all about love and peace and joy and
I
happiness.
didn't say that.
It is not a
I
fact.
didn't say that. You don't listen and you're lying. I was talking about Christianity that did 80% of the horrible thing in the world. Second World War, Christian. First World War, Christian.
No.
The war in Iraq, Christian.
Nationalism, not Christianity.
Christian people.
Were they fighting for Christianity
Donald
or
Trump
for their
is
countries?
Christian. These are
Answer the question.
Christian.
Were they
These are
fighting for the
were
church
Christian
or were they
people.
fighting for their nation
Were
states?
there Christian
Answer the
people.
question.
They were fighting
He
for
doesn't want to
for
answer the
victory.
question.
They were Christian
I am
people.
sure that the rest of you
They
are
were-
smart enough to know what motivated people to fight in World War I and World War II. They were fighting for their nation states, not for the church. So his characterization of history is ignorant. Is ignorant.
Okay.
They were financed. Any big
Yes, of
wars,
course.
they were financed
Wait,
by
wait,
your
wait.
people.
Wait.
Banking system. Banking
Right,
system.
bro.
Tell us something about
You want to ask a question?
The question that I would like to is not exactly a question, but it's to clarify. Everybody, every religion, no exception, has been oppressive to the other.
Yes.
All,
Absolutely.
We all done it.
Agreed.
You can't say that only the Muslims done it. You can't say only the
Agreed.
Christians done it.
Agreed.
You can't say only whatever done it.
Agreed.
We all done it.
Yeah.
So what we need to do now, we need to remind of each other of the original message that our father gave to Moses on the Mount of Sinai. And that is the Ahavta Vere'echa Kamocha. That is being translated into Greek and afterwards being translated into Latin and being translated into English. Love our father, love yourself, and love your neighbor like yourself.
So allow me to reply. I agree with him. It is absolutely right that every religion, notice this guy thinks he's a mind reader.
Yes,
Yeah, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. So I agree with him that every single religious community has carried out acts of oppression, including the church. I'm not denying that. But when the church has carried out acts of oppression, it has done so in a way that contradicts its faith and contradicts its teaching. But I find the oppression that my people, the church, have experienced under Islam in the book. So it is one thing to criticize the people and another thing to criticize the teaching of the religion. The Quran teaches dimitude for Jews and Christians. And as a Jew, I'm guessing you're a Jew. Israelite. As an Israelite.
Your church
you know in Jewish history
genocide.
that Muslims were treated as second-class citizens, just like Christians, when Muslims ruled. Is that not true? Right. So it's because of the religion's teaching. So yes, all communities are equally guilty of wronghood. So we don't criticize the communities. We look at the teaching in the Torah, the teaching in the New Testament, the New Covenant, and the teaching of the Quran, and ask which one actually legitimizes this injustice. The Quran does. The Quran does. Okay, so go on. We got a soy boy.
Are you agree with him as a church? Did you agree with him?
I agree that everybody is.
Yes, you see?
Nobody is.
Christian religion. Yes, exactly. And without them, there's no way the church would be as rich, as powerful, and dominant. The reason that we've got into the positions of power is by murder, theft of other wealth of other countries, and creating enemies like Islam, finding enemies. Without that, there's no way the church will be as profitable.
So let me address the point, because he raises a fair point. It's actually historically accurate. He says that the church wouldn't be in the position that it is today without having fought. And he's right. I can't argue with history. The fact of the matter is that Christians did fight. Some of those fights were completely legitimate. Some of them
no war
were
is
not
legitimate.
No, I'm not pacifist.
Only the leaders.
Can I respond? Can I respond?
Only the
Okay,
leaders.
so I'm going to have to shout.
Only the leaders.
I'm going to have to shout
The
because the guy doesn't want to listen. The fact of the matter is that he is right to say that Christians have fought and that the church has benefited from those fights.
For the rich.
I'm not going to deny history. It is a fact.
Religion has
that
done.
Christians have
That's
done
what
so.
history has done.
However,
and that's what will happen
some
again.
of those fights
Look at Iraq.
were totally
It is the
legitimate.
poor
They
which
were
get
defences
murdered,
of
and it is the
Christian
rich
communities
which get richer.
against aggression,
That's the history of
like
religion.
many of the
And
Crusades.
no war
However,
has ever profited
some of those
mankind.
fights were
All war
illegitimate
is the rape
in the
of
sense
mankind.
that it was
Unless
an aggressive
you are
form of
extremely
conquest
rich
that was
or
not
a
legitimised
right-wing lunatic.
by any act of
Then
defence.
you end up
And the
profiting
truth
from
is,
all
as
that.
Christians,
That
we are
is our
able to
history
reflect upon
of
our history
Christianity.
in
That is
such
the
a
history of
way
the world as
that we
well.
are able
It is murder
to
and
distinguish between those fights that are just and those
And
fights
anyone
that are
defending
unjust.
genocide
No,
is
the
far
soy
right.
boy here
Anyone
who wears a
defending
white poppy
genocide.
as opposed to a red one.
Let's be a fascist
as
about
a
what
white
poppy to
one,
wear.
As
Can you
opposed
believe
to a
that?
red one.
You're wearing the wrong
So
poppy.
yes,
Makes you
he is
wrong.
wearing the red poppy.
I didn't say your poppy
He is
was
wearing
wrong.
the red poppy.
A fascist
So
is always a
notice,
fascist.
he's a
And
fascist.
what a fascist
He dared
says
to
is
criticise
you're
me,
wrong.
so he's
I
a
never
fascist.
said his poppy was
soy
wrong.
boy culture.
Do you know why he said
here.
my poppy was
soy
wrong?
boy culture.
Because he's
That's
a fascist.
soy boy culture.
And remember
So-
the British troops,
So
they had
he
to fight
said
fascists.
that the church
Just like
made an
He's the
enemy
people
of
that
Islam.
murdered
That's what he
millions
said.
of troops.
This is the
He's
kind
the person
of
who
ignorant
had
narrative
There you go.
that the liberal
He
soy
has to
boy
use
lives
abuse
by.
to
It's their
justify.
bread and butter.
And that's what fascists
revisionist
have always
history.
done.
The
Abuse,
fact of the matter
violence,
is,
and you're
Muslims
wrong. These
attacked
have
Christian
the opportunity
territories
to abuse you.
unprovoked
That's what
and
we have
without
in front of us.
any cause.
And this is what
they
our
invaded
troops in
Christian
wars had to
lands
fight.
and tried to
Our
do
British
so
troops were murdered
for over
by people
1400
like
years
who thought
without
you were wrong.
any
And because you're wrong,
justification.
you are justified
It was
to
not
murder
that
and
the
abuse.
church made
This
an
is
enemy
him.
of Islam.
This is him.
It was
This is
the
him
church
now.
defended
And he
its
represents
own
the murder
against
of
an
many
aggressive
British
power.
You have
This
murdered
clown,
many.
this clown,
There you go. More abuse.
with his little smiley and his
More
white
abuse.
puppy,
He can't stop
wants to
abusing because what he
villainise
can't do
those
is have a
who
proper
upset
debate.
his
What he
liberal
can't do
narrative.
is make a
I
better
don't see
world.
what
Notice,
he
can't
he
do
said, I
He's
can't
made
have a
world
proper
where
debate.
we all can live together.
But when he made a
He
point,
can't do that.
and I let
But
him,
what he can
I
do-
asked him,
what he
can I
can do
respond?
is abuse.
And the fascist
What he
here
can do-
said, no, you
what he
can't.
can do is
It is a
attack.
liberal case.
What he can do
A liberal
is
progressive
belittle.
case.
That's what he
of
can do.
Do as I say,
And that's what
not
fascists
as I
have
do.
always done.
That is the
This is
liberal
Speaker's
fascism
Corner.
of the
Anyone
liberal
who
progressive.
can speak here.
Do
Anyone.
not have
I
anything
didn't say
to
he
do
couldn't speak.
with these
And yet he
vipers
took it
and
upon
these
himself
whitewashed
to say
tombs.
he can't speak.
These wolves
This is my
in
Speaker's
sheep's
Corner.
clothing.
How dare you
who
speak
come to
at
you
my Speaker's
saying
Corner.
that
That's what
they
he
are
did.
ambassadors
And that's
of
what
peace.
he always will do.
When all they
that's what the far
are
right
is
will
an
always do.
apologist
I didn't
for
say he couldn't
oppression,
be here.
apologist
I didn't abuse
for
him. But what he's
apologist
got
for
and
the
what he has
persecution
is abuse
that
you for not
Christians
being
have experienced
right. And you,
for
he deems you
1400
not being
years.
right, then you
Have
have been
nothing
abused.
to do with these
It
virtue
is truly
signalling
the worst
hypocrites
characteristics
who
of
say,
humanity.
I want everyone
And
to get
being
along,
far right
and we
being
should
a
all
fascist
love
is
and
exactly what he
understand
is.
one another.
And exactly
But if
what
you
he will
say
do,
what they
and
don't
always do.
like, they
what he
say,
is.
I don't want to hear what you have to
I
say.
never said do that. I
That's-
never abused you.
Do you all
And then
remember
you did that.
when I
But you
said,
did do that.
can I
Because
respond?
you can't stop being
What did he
abused.
say?
You can't stop.
That's what he said. So who's the fascist?
You're the fascist.
Oh,
I
I'm
never
the
said
fascist.
you couldn't speak.
Did I?
I never said
Did
in
I?
front of the camera.
Did I? We
you
have
didn't
it on
hear.
camera.
Yeah, we
Go
do
and
have
watch
it
the
on
video.
camera.
Everyone heard you. We'll ask again. Speak up.
I
When
never
I
said
asked,
you couldn't
can I
speak.
respond to your point?
I never
Did
abused
he
you.
not say no?
But
You
you
can't.
took the pleasure.
Everyone heard you.
took the pleasure.
Everyone is correcting you.
But you can speak as much as you want.
Everyone is correcting
No, take that
you.
back. No, take that back.
Right,
But I don't
in
say
the
you can't
whole
stop
time
speaking.
that I was speaking, you didn't listen at all, did you?
You didn't listen either.
Because the liberal
Saying
progressive doesn't want to listen
But I never
to
stopped
any
you from
narrative
speaking. And I never
than their
abused
own.
you. And I never
Than
abused
their
you.
own.
That's what fascists
Soy
do.
boy,
And that's what
paper
fascists
skin
Again,
culture.
more of
We
this.
don't need these soy
More of
boys.
this. Yes.
They're the death of Europe.
Oh,
They're what
yeah.
keep
So
nature
what do you
cold.
do? What are
The
you gonna
last
do?
man.
What are you going to do?
Men.
Tell them to shut up and tell them they can't speak.
Shout away, bro.
Abuse them.
I do this
Is that
plenty.
what
I
they
got
do?
the lungs for it. Let's keep
And you
going.
don't think I have?
Let's keep going.
I'm got
So-
better lungs than you do, mate.
So, I've been here all day.
Oh, you don't think I
I've been here all
haven't?
day.
You don't think
So-
I haven't?
So, tell me,
Abuse.
soy boy.
Attack.
Soy boy, tell me. Tell me.
Can't treat you like
soy
a
boy.
man.
What-
Can't treat you like
tell
a
me,
human being.
What did the
Has no
What did the
respect.
Muslims do to the
Can't do
Christians
that.
of Spain?
You can't do that.
Tell me.
Because without abuse,
Answer the question.
you can't be the man you
Answer
are.
the question.
You can only be the man.
Do you
with
want to
abuse.
hear him answer my question?
can't.
Yay! Here's the question, soy boy. What did the Muslims do to the
My name's
Christians
Dust.
of Spain?
My name's Dust.
Dust.
Yeah, you can even call me by Dust.
Okay, so,
Call me by Dust.
soy boy Dusk. So, tell me,
You can't even say the word dust properly.
soy, soy boy.
Try and calm down.
Dusk.
Try
Okay.
and relax.
Answer the question.
Take a deep breath.
Answer the
and
question.
have another go at saying the word dust.
Treading water,
How are
guys.
you going to do that or not?
Here's the
Are you
question.
going to say my name yet?
Here's the question.
Can you even say my name?
What did the Muslims do
Why
to the
should I answer
Christians
your
of Spain?
question?
He
when you
doesn't
can't
want
even
to
say
answer
my
the
name?
question. Do you
Say
want
my
him
name.
to answer the question?
Say my name.
Notice the liberal does
Can you
not
say
want
my
to have a
name?
debate.
I'll answer the question.
Okay,
But say
go on
my
then.
name.
Dust.
Same.
Dust.
Well done. Right.
So
You
the-
managed to achieve a very basic human
So,
interaction.
the question.
Well, now let's do another
question.
basic human interaction. Ask the question.
So, tell us.
Can you
what-
do about abusing as well?
Tell us what the Muslims did to the Christians of Spain.
Without war and hatred, both of those religions will never be as glorification as they are right now. They need each other. Without each other, they don't have an enemy. Without each other, they don't have genocide.
May I reply?
Without each other, they don't exist.
reply?
If you don't have each other
May I
being
reply?
an enemy, if you don't have them,
May I
then you
reply?
don't have anything.
May I
But
reply?
what you can't do is offer the
Answer the
world
question.
free
Can
health.
I reply?
What you can't do
Can I
is offer
reply?
the world free education.
Can I reply?
What you can't do is offer a
Okay.
world where science
Notice
dictates
the
and
liberal progressive wants
That's
us
why you
all
can't do
to
that.
show human dignity, but he doesn't want to actually hear to a response.
You're not noisy enough. Don't be so
There you
shy.
go. You see?
Don't be embarrassed.
Do you see
You
the
can
virtue
shout
signalling
just as much
hypocrisy?
as I can. You're shouting
The
just as much
virtue
as me.
signalling
Were
hypocrisy.
you intimidated by me
The
shouting?
fact of the
Were
matter
you
is
intimidated about me
that
shouting?
he did not answer
Don't
the
be so
question,
frightened.
and he
Don't
doesn't
be so
want to listen
frightened.
now.
Without
He doesn't want to
you
listen
wouldn't
now.
have an enemy. And you
Notice
need
the
an enemy
virtue
to grow as a
signalling
human being.
hypocrisy
You need
of
hate
the liberal
to grow
progressive.
as a human being.
I did not
Without
hear
hate,
an answer to
then
my
you
question.
are nothing.
And the
Without
reason
hate,
why
you will
Dusk
always be nothing.
did not answer
it's
the
Dusk.
question
Say my
is
name
because
properly. It's only 4
Because
letters. Can you not
the
even do a
liberal
basic thing? 4
narrative
letters. It is dust.
does not make
And he did it
room
without abusing the
for
tribe as
historical knowledge.
Well done. The
They
far
want
right
to
are learning,
revise
how to
history
talk amongst each other.
based upon their
Don't
politics.
abuse the people you're talking
So
to.
he ignores
That's no good.
the 1400 years of persecution
I don't
that
ignore
we
anything.
Christians
What I actually
have
do
suffered
is
under
use
Islam.
reason to describe this
Notice,
world.
he
Not more
doesn't
hate.
listen.
He wants more
At
hate
no
in
point
the world.
has he shut
He
up,
wants more hate.
but he wants
Wants
us to live
more
as a
anger,
hippie.
and he wants more
Notice,
violence.
he said
That's his
he would
solution
not
for the
abuse
future.
people.
My
But he
solution
called
to
me
you-
far right.
That's not abuse, that's
Did
a
you hear
description.
that? Did you hear that?
Do you think far right's a swear word?
Is it a compliment?
Is it a description?
Is it a
It's a
compliment?
description.
When you call someone far right, are you saying it in
A
a,
tree,
nice way?
a tree.
Oh, you're a good person.
So you're not
you're
denying
far
it.
right.
You're not denying me.
Is that your logic?
So you're not denying it.
I'm a Christian. I'm not far right.
So I'm describing you as far right.
There you go. Now,
And you also
notice
are
the liberal
Christian.
progressive
And
hypocrisy.
Christianity use violence
The liberal
to justify
progressive
their
argues
existence.
that you
Christianity
should
has
be
always
able
used
to
violence
identify
to describe its world.
yourself and
And
not
the
be
far right
stereotyped
will always do
by
that.
others.
They offer violence
But here he
and
is
hate
saying,
and abuse.
I am
And that's what it
describing
is.
you as
I
far
came
right.
here to describe a world
So
where
the
we can actually have-
liberal
everyone have free
narrative
health.
is
Everyone can
you
live
should
without
not
fear.
stereotype
and everyone
people.
can get on with
But
each
it's
other
okay
without
for
using
me
violence
to
or abuse.
stereotype people.
But he will use abuse
The
and violence.
virtue
And then
signalling
when actually someone
hypocrite.
does describe him, he
Notice,
forgets
he
how much
says,
abuse he's
far
actually
right.
done himself himself, haven't
I'll
you?
say it to you
forgot
again.
How much abuse
I
that you have just
am
done yourself.
a Christian.
Well done.
I am
and you
opposed
act
to
like
the
a
far
Christian,
right.
do you?
Yes.
No, you don't. You've been abusive.
Oh, I'm
That's very
sorry.
Christian. Was a Christian.
Really?
Unless I have to be abusive.
Show me.
I am a Christian.
What's the
unless I have to be
definition?
abusive.
Who
And then
defines best
I won't
Christian
be.
conduct for
And then I
us?
won't be a Christian.
Who
I'll just put
defines it?
aside for one moment.
Notice, he
because
doesn't want
you
to
can't
answer.
live. No, you can't even.
I'll
you
quote
can't even
scripture
say
to
my
him.
name properly.
Because
Remember
Soy
that?
Boy
Dusk.
doesn't know.
More
Doesn't
abuse.
know.
More abuse.
Oh.
Good Christian behaviour.
Soy Boy here
This is a representation
throws out
of
terms
the Christian
like far
faith.
right,
And this Christian
but
faith
doesn't like being
wants to be
called Soy
abusive.
Boy.
This Christian faith
That's his
loves
hypocrisy.
it. He
Virtue
relishes.
signalling
He doesn't glorify
gibberish
God. What
by
he glorifies is abuse.
progressives.
What he glorifies is
Christ
hate.
himself
And what he will always glorify.
called
He
the
doesn't glorify.
Pharisees
He doesn't glorify
vipers.
Christ. He glorifies
Christ
abuse.
himself
He doesn't
called
glorify
the Pharisees
Christianity or the ways of
hypocrites.
Christianity. He
Christ
glorifies
himself
abuse.
called
That is your
the
joy
Sadducees,
and your
the
happiness.
Pharisees,
That's your
the
glorification.
Herodians,
Is abuse.
and the
It's
priest
rudeness.
temple
It's
systems
violence. And
as
hatred
white
because you're the
washed
wrong religion.
tombs.
And hatred because if you are
There
the right
is
religion,
nothing
you're not the right religion in his
un-Christ-like
eyes. That's what he
in calling
represents.
out
That's
a
what
culture
his idea of
for what it
Christianity
is.
abuse
And this
disgusting
soy boy,
behaviour, dispute
This
and
liberal
disgusting-
hypocrite
He doesn't know
who
anything about
says,
me. But
don't
he doesn't
abuse
want to know
people,
anything.
but I'll call you far right.
Yes,
Don't
Why, don't be
stereotype
embarrassed.
people.
Don't be embarrassed
But
about
I
what
will
you are.
describe
Be
people.
proud of it.
There he goes
Be
again.
proud about being a Christian.
I am a Christian. Ah,
where'd you get your
notice,
law from?
he's just
Where'd
created
you
an
get law
equivalence
from?
between
Where'd you get
Christian
law
and far right.
You get law.
So
you get
now,
your law from your
all
God,
of
don't
you
you?
Christians
He gets his
in
law
his mind
from God.
are far right.
And when he's God,
It's my brother here.
How can I
Is
be
he
when
far
God
right?
says,
Is he far right?
and when God
Is he
says,
far right?
genocide
Is he far right?
is the way forward.
Because I
Is he
shaved
far
my head,
right?
am I far right?
He's Christian.
I've
Do
got
you
a
agree
shaved
with
head.
me or him?
I agree with you.
Is
I
he
think-
far right?
He's entitled to agree with me.
Is he far right?
I need to listen to
He
him.
agrees with me.
I need
He's
to
just
listen
said he
to him.
agrees with me.
When I
Do you
sit
agree
down
with everything?
and
I do
listen
agree
to
with
him.
what you said. Because
So is he
you
far
haven't
right now?
answered this question about
What does far right mean to you?
what the far
No,
right means.
don't let him answer the question.
Yeah, don't let him answer. Don't let him dare speak to him.
Don't let him
Don't let
change
him
the
speak.
question.
I'll give
Don't
you
let
a
him dare
chance.
have a debate.
I want
Don't
him-
let him dare have a
Okay,
debate. Did you
JC
hear what
is a
he said?
Latino.
Just listen to
Wait,
him.
1 second.
And only listen to him.
JC
Only
is
listen
a
to his
Latino.
description. And only listen to
JC
his
is a
description.
Latino.
But don't have
JC,
a
do you
debate.
agree with
He
me?
brings other
Is he
people
far
in.
right?
But don't bring him into the
A
debate.
Latino.
Don't do that.
A Latino.
Just listen to him. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening.
So,
you've all been very wonderful.
According to this
I
guy,
hope you have a nice
a
evening.
Latino and a
And
West
enjoy your
African
conversation with
Christian
this man here.
are both
Good
far
night,
right.
everyone. Enjoy the rest
He's
of the
running
day.
away.
He would let me debate you.
No, but there's no debate. You're saying we're far right.
So what is your idea of what far right is?
A far right is obviously somebody that's a far right to the political spectrum.
He's a Christian.
He's a Christian.
I'm just going to talk to these people for a second, then I'll be back.
I wouldn't say
Yeah, don't let him speak. Yes, that's right. Don't let him have a debate. Because that's not the right way, is it? That's not the fascist way, is it?
Is he a
Make sure you
far-right
end debate.
extremist?
Don't talk to him. That's what you said. Don't speak
Can
to
you give me
him.
60 seconds with him and then I'll give him back
Yeah,
to you?
learn from him. He's a good Christian. You can learn from him. He's a good
He
Christian.
agrees with
He
me.
said,
You call
give him
me
60
far right
seconds.
and him
I
a
would like
He
you
said,
Are you even
learn.
thinking?
He said, give him 60
He's
seconds.
not even thinking what he's saying.
Okay.
Don't have
So
debate.
you
Listen, that's what he
being
said.
far right.
All right,
Okay.
without
So
him
all
speaking.
Christians are far right. That's but you just changed your mind.
No, I said
There you go.
I said he's
Contradicted
far
yourself.
right.
I might as well give you back to him because you just contradicted your own
No,
words.
it's
Let
what
him
you
speak.
believe.
Let
makes you
him
far right.
speak.
What
Why are
I
you
have
talking
made
over him?
Can you shut up for a second?
Are you?
He said, can you shut up for 60 seconds? You can't even listen to
No,
him.
I did
You
not
said
ask
to
him.
me
I
to
said,
talk to this
give him
man.
60
I'm trying to
seconds
talk
to
to this
give an
man.
answer. But
You
you're
set it up.
diverting
Are you
again.
that
You're
fucking
diverting
ridiculous?
yourself. So you accuse
Abuse. Abuse. I won't abuse you.
Christians are far right. This is your own words. If you watch this video, you will actually come across. I think you've lost your words. You're trying to make a statement.
What is your
to
idea
Christians.
of being far? What is far right in your mind?
It's not me to give an idea. It's you to give an assumption to what
what
you
is your-
say.
I need a
You
base.
said Christians are far right, and I'm saying
I
I'm a
said
Christian.
some Christians
you
can
didn't.
be far right.
You said I was far right.
Yes, I said he was
And
far
then he
right.
said he agreed with me.
Yeah, he's
So is
far
he
right.
far right?
He's far right.
So is he far right?
That's what I'm trying to do. If you could learn to
A
be
real
silent.
man would actually admit that you made a mistake
Yeah,
with
you
your
did.
words. That's what you should be doing rather
Man
than
up.
digging your
Sorry,
grave.
Religion.
Man up.
No, you're saying religion.
Far
We're
right.
Christians.
Own your
One of the,
words.
Religion.
Wow.
I'm
one
not
of
a
the basic
Buddhist.
rules of being far right, one of the basic
Oh,
rules
there's rules.
is that, yes, it's called
Anyone
definition.
passed me the manual for being far right, I've misplaced my copy.
What is
Trying
to
to
get to that?
Tell me the
I was about to
definition
say
of far
one.
right. And Bob
So,
will
The
take
way
that.
we define this world is by using words,
in there now,
and then we
far right.
describe the descriptions of
way we
those words.
pigeonhole people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
one of the
The way you pigeonhole
definition, one of the main facets of far right, one of the main definitions is not using law agreed upon by men and women in a community. One of the first rules is saying your God created law.
Is that
and
far
therefore
right?
Far right.
Far
It
right
is the
is
first
the-
definition.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
so now you're
That-
far right.
You're far
You're
right.
far right.
In that definition,
Yes, everyone's far
Everyone's
right
far
now.
right.
Everyone's far right.
This is really
Yes,
amazing.
there's a clown.
Sorry, you're actually.
This guy's a clown.
I
Yeah.
think you mean if they don't give other people the right to practice their religion.
And that as well. But the law must be agreed
still
upon
far
the
right, by the
community because different gods.
I agree.
Because different gods have different rules. Yeah.
Far right
So
is a
whose God's
political
more right?
word. It's got nothing
And
to do
war
with
and
religion.
genocide
think he should
of
go
all
back.
history.
He's lost. You're digging your grave bigger.
You're
instead
digging
of-
your grave.
I don't agree with that.
He doesn't know how
you're happy to have that.
He's right there. He's right there. Religion has been used in many genocides and wars just to be.
That's what it always will.
I agree.
But that is far right. That is the definition of far right.
There's war. There's wars.
When you make your religion,
Can you let someone else speak?
it turn into
Can you
genocide.
let someone else
That
speak?
turns into.
Has anyone heard him shut up for a minute?
I get your
Has
point.
anyone
I
heard
understand this.
liberal virtue?
Maybe I'm far left.
That is a very true statement.
Right.
And I acknowledge that.
Damn right.
Yeah, but you must understand.
And present. Because that's what's happening in Iraq. You have a load of Christians in Iraq murdering a load of Muslim people right now in Iraq. And they're doing that for wealth and profit.
You find that. You find that.
Let him dominate, that's great. He's great.
Who would you like to be dominated by?
But you still got their grapes, haven't you? You've got nothing there. You've got nothing. Yeah, but that's all you need some.
Can I come back in? In Iraq, you'll find that the preliminary
running away from it.
is Islam.
Who's dominating now?
Right,
The predominant religion in Iraq is Islam, is it not?
I don't know, I don't live there. I would assume it is,
You assume it is.
but I don't live
So
there.
Christians' domination doesn't really calculate, does it?
Yes, it does. The reason why Christians need to bomb Muslims is because Christianity grows stronger under a genocide of another culture. And that other culture, they can hate them back again. And then they create more war and more weapons. And that's how it
Notice he
happens.
doesn't want to listen. Notice he doesn't want to
Compose
listen.
yourself.
I was actually
You have a good
speaking.
time.
Now I'm listening.
So what actually happened for everyone that was listening is because I was arguing ferociously for the Christian faith, he came to the conclusion that I was far right.
Yes, you
That's
are.
what- and he said it again. Now this brother,
done.
has been listening as well, and he agrees with everything I said, and so does JC, who's Latino. So by his logic, this is the clown. By his logic,
The clown.
if I
Can't say anything without abuse.
No,
Well done.
Wait, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to stand and
Wait,
get
brother,
abused.
wait,
That's your
brother,
idea
wait,
of being a man, is it?
Wait, brother.
Being
Wait, brother.
abusive.
So
you got a funny
by
idea
his
of
logic-
religion, and you got a
by
funny
his
idea what it is to
logic,
be a man.
Because of my beliefs. Right, Bruv. So by his
This is all
logic,
good.
because I am far right.
Yes,
Jakob
far right. He
agrees
makes it
with
up.
me.
Good.
Jakob must also be far right, and so is JC.
No, it doesn't make it so.
There you go.
That's what you said.
That's exactly what you said.
Yes.
Jeremy
How?
Corbyn.
Well, you're saying religion, but far right is a political spectrum.
Right, if you
It's got
justify
nothing to do with
hatred
religion.
and murder at
No,
other
we're
people.
not talking about hatred or murder.
I am.
Jesus did not
That's
preach
what.
that.
Yes,
So
but if
we-
you use,
you're-
if
you
you
don't
use
understand
Jesus
our
Where did I?
as this far right man,
Where did I?
and that's what he will
What did I
always
say?
do.
What did I say?
He was
That's
trying-
what they always
Why are
do.
you lying?
He is.
Why
and
are
he
you
does.
lying?
That's what you do.
No, you're-
Where
That's what you have done.
did anyone hear me advocate genocide or murder?
You said
Exactly.
there are justifiable wars.
There are justifiable
That
wars.
is Jennifer. That is
There
justifying
are
genocide.
justifiable
There
wars.
is no justifiable war.
This man confuses.
There you go.
This
That's
man
the war.
confuses
exactly.
All
legitimate
war
war.
is murder of the people.
This is the logic of the pacifist.
All war is
Now,
all.
ladies
I'm
and
not a
gentlemen,
pacifist.
I can't keep correcting
But thank you for
this
calling me
guy.
another name.
I
By the
can't.
white poppy then.
I can't keep correcting this guy. So I'm going to stop. I'm shouting out.
I'm saying war.
I'm going to walk
is
away
just
from
the
this
murder of
fellow.
the working class.
Anyone who
Done by
wants
the
to-
done by the fanatics.
Only the working class.
Anyone who
the
disagrees
working
with this
class. Not the middle
extremist is
How
a
many
far
working
right,
class?
according to him.
How many working
He
class?
goes around
Define
saying,
it.
don't be pejorative, but he is pejorative himself. Brother, he's all right.
No, that's why here. But we're still living in.
I think you need. I think you need to change your attitude. I think you're confused by
That's
what
okay,
the real
you can
world
say
is.
that.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
mind
say
you saying
that
that.
in the
That's
wrong
good.
way. I think that if you think that there's no justifiable war, then that
If you
means the Nazis
justify
could
the
have walked
repression
into the
and murder of
United Kingdom.
others through
You
your
know, hold
God,
on, sir, hold
that
on,
is
sir.
far right.
Hear this out. I'm
That
not
is
talking
what
about God.
I mean by that.
We're not talking
I
about
may
that.
have said that wrong
This is
earlier.
Remembrance Day, and you're not thinking
So I
that
do
there was
apologise
the
for
whole
that, but I can't be
BN
perfect
that
because I'm
actually
human.
defended this country from the
Say that
Nazis.
again, sorry, I missed that.
You're saying that no war is
Yeah, but
justified.
they were Christian,
So
remember?
Churchill was.
Those Nazis
the,
were Christian.
The Nazis were not. They were from the
Why,
Fuel
go and look-
Society.
go and look
they
at
were
those
not. They were
Nazis
not.
and their
They
religious
had
background.
You'll
temples.
find they were Christians.
They were not
Christians.
They were not Christians.
They were atheists. They weren't
I think you got
Jewish.
some misconception.
They were in the
Go
main
look, just go
Christians.
look.
So you
Type
think
in-
Nazi?
type
So
in-
there was no
type in
World War II was
general-
not justified.
Generals.
Is
Type
that
in the
what you're
generals.
saying?
Type into Google the generals in the Nazi army and have a look at what religious faith they
Not
belonged
all
to.
of them were Christians.
I'm sure
They-
that there are some that
the
weren't.
vast
but
majority were not.
99.9%
I
of them
will
was
use
deeply
one key
religious.
word: fuel
Without
society.
that Christian war,
Fuel society.
then
The Nazis
democracy
were
would have
a
happened in
system.
Europe.
There was a system of
vast
political
majority of
system and a
Germans
religious
were
system.
Christians.
That's why they had a
Protestants, Christians
two.
and Catholics.
No, you guys need to read about the Nazis and the occult. These things are easily.
They weren't Nazis and
There
they
you
were
go,
the cult.
a cult.
But a cult
They
is
were
a religious
not Christian.
tool.
Oh,
It's
a religious tool.
expression.
So they were not Christians.
Yes,
That's why I say you're not
Christianity
understanding your facts.
is
You're making
Christianity.
conjecture. You're not
That's
actually
okay.
using facts.
That's fine.
And
You can
if you're
believe
using
that.
conjecture,
You haven't got a
no, it's
problem.
not about what I believe. It's
trying
about
to
Go
what
look
to-
up. Just type in
Well,
any
I
general
don't think that the
or any
Nazis
officer
were.
from the
I don't
German
think Hitler
army.
was saying
and
I
they'll
believe
describe
Nazis
you
because
what
they
religion
were
they're
Christians,
from.
but they did
They
have
were
a
not
religion.
following the
What's the
teachings of
what's the
Christ. I
dominant
think
belief?
But who are you to say
Do you know
they
what the
weren't?
Third
because
Reich?
I know they were not Christians
Have you ever
because
heard? Has
they
anybody here
mass
heard
murdered
what the Third
millions of
Reich is?
people.
Are you God?
I'm not
Do you know
God,
what
but I
the
know
Third-
what
Who are
a
you
Christian.
to-
Because
self-identified
Jesus
as
did
anybody
not
know
kill
what the
anyone.
Third
They self-identified as Christians.
We're
Do you
getting
know what the Third
into.
Reich? Have you heard of the term Third Reich?
No, I haven't because I
That's
haven't watched
what
any
Hitler.
news. Of course, I know what the
Hitler
Third
wanted
Reich
the
was.
Third Reich.
Yes.
And do you know what the Second Reich
You
was?
said there was no
Do you know what the
justifiable wars.
First Reich was? The Third Reich was to be the rebirth
I like
of
what you do.
Christianity.
You do not answer any
in-
question, but you move
You
into
don't know
another
what the Third
question.
Reich was. That's what Hitler wanted,
No,
mate.
hold on.
You're
I think
saying
we
you
should
don't know
answer
what
this
World War
simple.
II is
You
about.
said there's no justifiable
The Third
wars,
Reich
and
is
we
the
are
rebirth
saying
of
some wars are
Christianity
justified,
for
like
another
World War
1,000
II.
years in
That is the
Europe.
argument I
That's
want to
what
make with
the
you.
Christians
And I think you
wanted.
need to look at
And
what
those
you're
Nazis
saying
wanted that.
and answer things accordingly. And one thing is that far right is a political spectrum. It's nothing to do with religion.
No, far
And
right is-
You are
it's far
far
right.
right are Nazis.
That goes-
For
does anyone know his name?
Fascists
Sorry.
are far right.
Huh?
I am not far
Bob.
right, and you are wrong with
Hello,
your
Bob.
analogy.
Sorry I didn't
And I
ask
think
you
I
your
have
name
to.
earlier, Bob.
I understand why
Are
Bob
Muslims
was
far
really
right,
trying
or can
to
they be
cut
far
your
right?
conversation.
Far right.
Is it only Christians?
Sorry, but far right is justifying your repression and hatred of another person because of God told you so. So if your God told you not
All
to hate
religious people
and
then.
love,
What if you
then
do it-
you're God, then you're not far
What if you
right.
do it not connected with God?
And then you're just a murderer and put in
But you're not
prison.
far. But you called me far right
Yes.
repeatedly, and I'm an atheist.
Yes.
So how does that fit?
I don't agree you're an atheist.
Exposed.
I don't agree you're an atheist. though.
What do you mean you don't agree with me that I'm an atheist?
Yeah.
So what am I
I think
in your little world?
Listen, look,
Am I a Muslim?
Look.
Jew?
you don't need. You're intelligent.
You've just made a
and we
statement
know
that
each
is the
other.
most nonsense
Yeah.
statement. Back it up with something.
It doesn't mean we have
I
to.
don't believe
it
you're
doesn't
really
mean
an
We know
atheist.
each other. It doesn't mean we have to be
Not that
pathetic.
intimately.
We don't have to be pathetic.
You dominated
But if you want to be pathetic,
in his dreams.
if you want to be pathetic, then
No,
why
but
do why
I've
talk
just,
to me?
you just
why
said
talk to me?
because
We know each other.
well, not that well.
We know each other for years.
I only discovered your name a couple of weeks ago, although I struggled to believe it's really a name. It was called Dust. I mean, it's just a make.
Oh, is it Dust?
I thought it was Dust.
You always know my name. Stuart.
No, I've never. Seriously.
I've always
Everybody
said
seems
to you,
to
my
know
name's
you
Dust.
very well, Steve.
They know. I don't know why is that.
Very, very curious.
Because we've known each other for a long time.
I wouldn't
Coming to
go so
Speaker's
far. But
Corner.
anyway, you
And he's
just
debated
said
me for
far
years.
right people are
But no,
far.
no.
The definition of far right is they're doing
That's
shit
not-
in the name of their god.
Yes.
But you called me far right repeatedly, and I don't believe in
believe you're
any
an
god.
atheist.
So what do you think I am and why?
I think you wish you were an atheist.
But what am I really?
I think you use religion to determine your
But what am
description of
I?
the world.
What am I?
You're really, yeah, basically.
What sort of religious? You can't just be religious without having a religion.
Because you
Christian.
believe you're an atheist doesn't make you an atheist. Because you
Well,
believe you're a
atheism is a lack
banana
of something.
doesn't make you a banana.
What makes an atheist?
Yeah.
What makes it an atheist is someone who doesn't understands there is no God, of course, which is what I believe you think.
Yes. So that makes me. An atheist in your own definition.
No, because it isn't that easy.
Answer the question.
What the definition of atheist is that then for
Not believing in
describing the
God.
church for what it is. The church is a construct made by
Are you
men
an
and
atheist?
women who use the church and other people's great faiths and religion, like the Jewish faith,
Some of them
use
not
it
great.
for their own purposes. Faith is a beautiful thing which should be rewarded and glorified in
What should
society.
it be
'cause
rewarded
Faith
with?
is a beautiful thing to have.
Yeah, but Really?
part
But
of-
when
All
you
of
have
them?
far-right people that own faiths, like the Christian faith
So am I no
and
long-
the Jewish faith,
so I'm no
and the
longer
Muslim
far-right?
faith, therefore, that whole faith is transformed into a far-right movement. because the owners are far right.
It's
But
funny,
you vote
it's
for a
funny how you're
Christian-
very happy to say that about Bob and Christianity. I doubt very much that you'd be standing in front of a line of cameras screaming and shouting this precise message to a group of Muslims.
Yes,
I
I
would
would.
be very
I
surprised
didn't know
if you
Muslims
did
here.
that.
Look,
hang on, because I think-
I didn't even know there's no Muslims here.
You don't have to look far for Muslims in Speaker's
Well, I
Corner,
didn't know.
for goodness
I didn't
sake.
arrange this crowd to a non-Muslim crowd.
My point is,
It
you
just
would
so
not be
happened to
screeching
be a
and hollering
non-Muslim
in front of a
crowd.
line of Muslims
They can't see
saying
that.
they're far right.
But what is your...
Using
But what is your-
violence and repression of others, using God, is far
Do
right.
all religious people use violence?
But you
Do all religious
follow,
people use
you
violence?
follow
You don't
a
answer
far right
questions, do
person
you?
who is religious.
Oh, here we go.
But what is
Tommy
your...
Robbins.
He's not religious either. What religion
Yeah,
is
he
Tommy
is.
Robbins?
What is,
Christian.
what is
Really?
your
What
idea
type?
that you want to live in a world
Sorry.
where what is your idea that you want to live in a world where there's been no war? I mean, we can't live in a world
Yes,
where
we can live in a world.
well, it's
only
going
we
to
never
be
We
have.
can't if we don't believe it. That's certainly going to be true.
no, but the
Now,
fact
if you
is,
think that, then definitely it becomes true.
Well, it's not realistic.
It
his,
is. And people arguing with each other is always going to happen. Everyone's going to argue, but an argument between us two shouldn't mean 4 million Jews get killed in a concentration camp in World War II. That's what war is.
Wasn't it
The
six?
slaughter.
Are you a Holocaust denier?
6 million.
So
12 million, whatever.
Would you
Far right nutty.
Would you not have gone to Iraq and Syria to sort out
No,
ISIS?
what I would have done is make sure that every human being is enshrined
Well, how
in
else
human
would you stop
rights.
He would have done a Joan
By
at
making
Corbyn
sure
and
we
gone and
live in a
spoken
world
to them.
where democracy and respect for each other lives.
but ISIS,
where
they said
war
they wanna kill all the
isn't
non-Muslims. How would you
but
stop
you're
it
not
without
going to
war?
you're not going to be able to stop dark and light.
Yes.
The,
No,
the,
not
the
trying
idea,
to.
the I-
What I'm
hello?
trying to say,
You're not gonna get-
what I'm trying to stop
Oh my God.
is people profiting from genocide and war,
Yeah.
No,
which is
but-
exactly what happens.
No, but the fact
That's
is,
what I'm trying to stop.
No, but the fact is,
And also, I don't know what do you mean
Doesn't
by
listen.
dark and light. Sorry.
because dark and light will always exist. The light of God or whatever, and the darkness of the stupidness that you're talking about. But
yeah.
out of that darkness and that horribleness can become light. You understand?
I think knowledge and respect and passing on knowledge to each other
You have
is
to
how
go. You have to
knowledge
go.
is moved
You
on.
have to go through that darkness to be able to
No,
get to
what
the
you
light.
have to go through is building a school for everyone to go to that's equally as good for all. What you have to go, the lengths you have to go to, is building a political system
Yeah, but how-
which is for everybody in the community, not just
Yeah,
for the
but
rich
you're
or the
dealing.
far right.
You're dealing with your.
I'm dealing with the world that we live in.
Hello,
Sorry.
you're dealing with
Too
your.
much.
You're dealing with your utopia that in history there hasn't.
It's not a utopia to wake up and not want to be murdered.
No, the fact
That's not a
is-
utopia.
The fact is
that is a basic
hello,
human right.
Hello, the fact is that has happened. That
Yes,
we have had.
I know, that's why
we've
I'm
gone.
here.
We've gone through war.
Yeah, war that the rich.
You can't
profit
deny
from.
that. Like pretend
No,
it's
I-
just a light. Like we
6,
all live in
7
the light
million.
and there's no darkness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we
but
have to
it's
live
only
with
a few
both.
people that own all the weapons, remember? We don't own any weapons, which is good, and we never must have weapons. But it's the rich that own all the weapons, and it's the rich which make all the weapons.
And what are you
it's
saying
the
about
rich
Christians?
That use the
What
weapons.
are you saying about Christians? It's all Christians.
No, I'm saying it's the people that own Christian faith, and own the Jewish faith, and own the Muslim faith. Those people will dictate to those people of beautiful faith, use their faith against them to attack and murder other human beings with the weapons that the rich have made. Only the rich have the weapons. They make them. It's their factories, their design, their scientists, and they dictate how science will be used. It will not be used to make the world a better place. It will be used to make the world full of pollution, war, fear, and hatred. That's the world we live in, and that's the world for the last 1,000 years. And it's been a religious, owned by the Christian and the Muslims and the Jewish. But not owned by the people who are in those
About
faiths.
China, they're quite
The
big.
people of everyone's faith should own their religion. The Jewish people should own their own Jewish faith, not just the elite and the rich. The Christians who are Christians should own their, and they should rewrite their Bibles and their Quran and their
Rewrite them.
Torah. They should rewrite those to make version 2. Yeah, these things get rewritten all the time, and they should be written. And they should be written where
Bit like
violence
choice, bit
and
like-
hatred isn't bloody embedded into the. I'm talking about the Bible is full of hate, full of promises of genocide.
But Christians don't
but
generally
most
do that,
Christians,
do they?
most Christians,
If
want
you're
to get,
far right, it's Christian.
most Christians actually want to get on with each other. Most
another
Christians
far right.
want to like Jewish people and Muslims, but we don't live in a world where those people have a voice. So that I say to those people of faiths,
ask your religious leaders to rewrite your religious texts and improving them.
What do the
and
Muslims
making them
say
better.
back? What do the Muslims say back?
So now you're
Are there no
saying...
Muslims here? There's still no Muslims.
Muslims? Where's a Muslim when you need
What are the
one?
Christians?
Where is a Muslim when you need
Where are the
one?
Jews?
Shall I pretend? Shall I pretend? Do it on me.
The truth about the matter. If you really know, thoroughly know
Huh?
about the Christian faith.
I don't need to
Oh,
know.
on the camera.
What the people who need to know about the Christian faith are Christians, and they need to own their own Christian faith. Where you can be gay in Christianity and still respected as an equal person. Where you can be a different coloured skin and still respected.
He said, why do you need to be gay?
Why do you need to be gay? Why do you need to be transgender?
It's not my interest whether you're gay or not. But what I say is that the Bible should respect people for what they are. Because
the Bible should respect people for what they are.
Yeah.
All right, can I ask a question?
As in a human being
who
in the image of God.
Who really designs who a human being is? No, I know it sounds like a very stupid question.
Yes,
No one.
So in other words, so in other words, what this gentleman is suggesting or saying on behalf of God is that because I was born as Brian, God wants me to stay as Brian, and therefore I shouldn't have transitioned to be Naomi.
And you should be respected for what you want and desire.
No,
And a Bible.
Oh, stop with
And a
that,
Bible
silly.
should say that. And a Bible should protect any human being that wants to live as a human being and be respected for a human being and not hated because you are human.
but you're not going to change. You're not going to. What is written in the Bible?
But it was written by man.
Hello.
About over
Can we-
hundreds. The Bible's written by man by over 100
can we
years.
dialogue?
Yes, it can be written by man, woman, and whatever identity you wish to choose for yourself. You can rewrite your own
fact
shit.
is-
Write Bible. Do it. Go for it. Because without you doing that, the world will never change. Without that, you'll end up with people with hate.
You're preaching your synopsis. You're not listening to other people.
Excuse me, what about Judaism?
Sorry?
We followed you talking about Islam,
Thank you very much.
Christianity. What about Judaism? What about the
About
Jews?
what?
It's whatever your faith is in. Have a say
What
in
about
it.
the Hindus?
Say when murdering other people is actually wrong.
Old Testament?
Saying when it's pointed to another group
Yeah,
of
but the
people
fact
that's
is,
wrong.
the fact is, my friend, you're trying to do what you cannot be God. God has written those things about Sodom and Gomorrah and all the rest
books
of it.
are written by men
So
and
the
women.
reality is, you're trying to play God and say to God
No,
what He
my
should and
reality
shouldn't
is,
do.
I'm
And
trying to
then
get people of
and then
faith who are in touch with God, are people of faith in touch with God. Am I correct or wrong on
But
that?
what's the purpose?
Those people who are faith are in touch with their God.
Yeah, but what's
Write
the
the
purpose?
Bible in what you think
What-
your
what's
interpretation
the
is. Because right now, the Bible is written by the rich and to repress the poor and hate the world.
That is thoroughly wrong.
Who are these
That
rich
is thoroughly
people, right?
ignorant of what the Bible says.
Can you elaborate on that? Elaborate on your oppression bit. You said that the Bible oppresses people. Elaborate on that. Substantiate the argument.
So what basically the fundamental use of the Bible is written by over the hundreds of years by the rich is to justify slavery and hatred of gay people. And it defines this world where the enemy is there. Have you ever read slavery in the Bible? Have you read all this about?
Let me give
Do you
you a
know
book.
what happened
There's
in
a book
Africa?
of Philemon.
Do you remember what happened in
I
Africa?
do.
A load of Christians went over to Africa,
Wait a minute.
slaughtered a load of them, and then you came back as a Christian.
Wait a minute.
Fuck?
Wait a minute.
Fuck?
I'm happy you mentioned it.
They went over there and murdered
Excuse me. Have you read
loads
the
of
book?
human
There is
beings.
the book of
And all
Philemon.
you can do is come
Excuse
back
me,
as a
excuse me.
Christian.
There is the book
No.
of Philemon.
What the fuck?
Excuse me.
That's
There is the
disgusting.
book of Philemon.
Rewrite the
Talk-
Bible where slavery
Can I
is
talk,
wrong.
sir? Can I take?
Rewrite
There
the
is
book.
the book of
Without
Philemon.
you doing
There is
that.
the book of
How are you going to
There
respect
is
it?
the book
That's
of
what I need to do. Thank you very much.
There is the
Thank
book-
you for this.
There
Thank you for your request.
There is the book of Philemon that
ignoring it.
speaks against slavery. Did you know that? The book of Philemon in the Bible.
I'm talking
speaks
about the Christian Bible.
It is the
It's
Christian
not
Bible. What are you
slavery.
talking?
That's what it's always done.
What happened just then? Oh, magical. Oh, that's very lovely. Good Christian, you see. Doesn't matter how intense an argument gets, we still can treat each other with respect. I like that.
The book of Philemon talks about a slave who actually ran away from his master. Now, the slave...
In the Bible,
Wait
it
a
says
minute,
how you should treat your slave.
Let me
In the
talk.
Bible, it clearly describes.
Can I speak?
And do you know what happens in heaven?
Can I speak?
Do you know what happens in Christian heaven?
Can I speak?
The working class
Who
live in
abolished
eternity
slavery?
forever
Who abolished
in
slavery?
heaven. That's what happens.
abolished
That's
slavery?
the Christian.
Let me speak.
It was never abolished.
The book,
That's
really?
delusional.
The book of
Tell that to the people making an iPhone. Tell that to the people making your clothes. Bullshit.
Can I speak? The book of Philemon talks about a slave who left. his
No,
master.
well, yes.
Can I finish?
Actually.
And then it turned out that the slave master was a Christian. Now, Paul wrote to the slave master and told him, look here, he's a Christian, you're a Christian.
And the
You
rest of the
cannot-
Bible says, hate your fucking slave and treat him like
Can I
shit.
say this?
Read the
He says
Bible,
that
mate. You're meant to be a
he's
religious
brother-
person.
History book. You know nothing about history or Christian history.
That's fine. I don't mind you thinking that.
By the way, I love you.
I love to. Thank you very much. Human bless you as well.
Come take over everything from your humanity.
Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen! COE! Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky YG. I just listen to COE! Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky Man. Man, just listen to COE! Man, just listen to COE! Man, just listen to COE! If you see me in COE! Consider over everything COE!
Man, not in the no BBC. Man, not in the no ITV. Not even listen to the MUM. They just listen to COE.